As the spear was thrust forward, one of Ben's friends from the side lifted his hand, and with it, an earth wall was placed between the two of them. The wall managed to catch the spear in the center and snap it in half. A few seconds later, a huge club had been swung and smashed the wall into pieces, also hitting Peter and sending him flying back. Ben went through Peter's bag and took the 15 crystals that were obtained in yesterday's expedition. They then also took Peter's money card. They decided to leave everything else intact: the food pills, the water purifiers, and the first aid supplies. Ben and his friend had decided they would head to the shelter together, but before heading back, they would make a stop at the oasis to hunt some more teeth worms. As they were walking, one of them spotted something large and black in the sky coming toward them in their direction. "What is that?" one of them asked. "I don't know, I think it's a spaceship, but I've never seen one designed like that before," Ben replied. The black object drew closer, and it was roughly the same size as a large car. Then finally, just in front of them in the sandy desert, the ship had crashed. "Get out of the way!" Ben shouted. "Do you think they're okay?" "They're lucky the ship didn't blow up," he said. "I wonder what happened." But while Ben's friend had no clue what it was, Ben was visibly shaking with fear. He had seen images of one of these before. "Run! Run now!" Ben shouted. The sphere-like shape opened up, and out stepped what was known as a Dalki. Out on the sandy desert where the area was mostly covered with rocks and sand, one area looked different today. From the outside, it looked like a dark cloud that was continuously moving and shifting, creating a large dome-shaped space. "What is this?" one of the men said. The three from Ben's group were now surrounded by moving shadows. "Did you see his watch?" another one said. "He was actually level 6. We need to get out of here." Inside the shadow void, Quinn could feel a connection with the shadows. It was hard to explain, but it was as if it was created using a part of his own body. Quinn looked at his stats, and as the system had told him, everything was normal. There was no weakness in the sun. While Quinn was busy checking his stats, one of the men tried to make a break for it. He ran to the edge of the shadow void walls. Out of instinct, as Quinn saw this, he lifted his arm and started to shift the wall of the shadow into some type of arm. When the man was close enough, he tried swinging his dagger at the arm, but when it made contact, his arm started to slow down. They felt like they were trapped. "Screw this guy," Mohawk said. "You saw the number on his watch change, right? He's probably a fake, and besides, being a level 6 doesn't mean he has strong abilities." The other two, hearing Mohawk's words, gave them a bit of confidence. "Yeah, you're right, and he doesn't even have any beast gear," one of them said. "Get him!" Mohawk shouted. The crossbow user pulled out his bow and started to firebolt after bolting toward Quinn. "Shadow equip!" Shadows started to form around Quinn's arms and legs, and suddenly they were covered in beast gear. As the first bolt came towards him, he lifted his hand, deflecting the bolt onto the ground. "What? But that was a beast arrow. It wasn't just made out of metal," the crossbow user said. "Just keep firing the thing," Mohawk shouted. He did as ordered, and arrow bolts started to fire one after another. This time, as they came forward, the other user who had remained still had gathered what looked like a small hurricane in his hands, and then at the right moment, he brought his hands forward, and a gust of wind came out with it. "Let's see you deal with this."
Want to watch more episodes of my vampire system? Follow Pocket FM Fantasy Chronicles. You can watch the next episode here in the playlist.